morning, Missy. Gang, what's going on? How is everybody doing? I hope that you're good. My name is Drazy. Welcome back to Drazy Radio, a place where we talk about celebrity gossip, celebrity news, trending topics. Well, there's this video that I gave the other day, and I told you that I'm going to get a hold of the entire interview and I'll bring it here and we can do a reaction video. Well, it was being said there were this man of God and his wife that were talking about ZARI, talking about ZARI inheriting the wealth, and also mixing and saying that ZARI used witchcraft and satanic powers. Honey, I'll say allegedly because I don't know how true that is. I was like, why don't you guys pick a side? 1 minute baby girl is broke and she doesn't have it like that, the next minute she inherited it. Which is which? But anywho, that is beside my point. Well, I was being told that the interview was at Bamboo's. You all know Bamboo, yes. Compare Safi, the hit maker. Like, this dude used to be Kenyan big deal. Like, he used to sing secular music and then he disappeared for a while, went to the US, came back, and then we saw him all of a sudden being this talking about spirituality and life is spiritual. They have their YouTube channel and you can go and check it out. I've watched some of their videos, but sometimes they kind of lost me a little bit, you know what I'm saying? The things that what the wife be saying, she has said some very problematic things, okay? She has said so many problematic things, most especially when it comes to Ugandan celebrities, okay? I've heard her talk about Chameleon on the radio, you know what I'm saying? And this time round, she talked about a character that matches ZARI. And I'm like, why don't you sue there? We remember when Mpoki was out here saying something that's similar, a story of similar person that is so much like Amisa. Amisa allegedly sued this person. This person pays some nice, good check. They didn't mention Amisa's name. At first, we thought that you can't sue, but allegedly, you can actually find grounds to sue this person. But I'm like, ZARI, why don't you sue this person since Amisa sued and she got her check? Well, let's listen to a little bit of that interview right there, and then you go tell me how you feel about that. I got it at Lady Na. Shout out to Diane from the United States. She sent it to me. Thank you, girl. And here's the interview.
Enemy have planted in their lives are just there to use their stars to rise. So most of those women are big in society because they are rating them to be wealthy from the wealth that belonged to the man that they killed. And these are the women that we are now seeing on Netflix acting like maybe whatever housewife, South African housewife.
Young, rich, and famous.
Yes. When you try to...
Wait. How can man of God be watching Young, Rich, and Famous and the way there's cuss word all over the series? I'm just asking. And secondly, the lady didn't even know which series the supposed lady was acting, not unless she was being led on. Bamboo, it's giving, you are out here telling Miss Mamas, or rather leading her into mentioning names, or rather talking about a narrative that suits a certain person. I'm just saying, y'all, let's continue watching this video. Sorry to cut.
South African housewife.
Young, rich, and famous.
Yes. When you try to trace where their wealth came from, that wealth came from a man that was hardworking, that had a star, that was slain. And there is one woman that I know, we were from Ginger.
Oh.
She's half caste.
Yes, the one from Ginger, Uganda.
Yes, Uganda.
And she's on the Young, Rich, and Famous show.
Yes. Yeah, so...
And her husband
died.
Yes. And all of a sudden she was left with all this
wealth. And now she's the boss.
The boss lady, huh?
Yeah, so...
Don't envy the wicked. Never envy them. You don't know how they got there. Okay?
Yeah, so And now she's still recruiting people into the marine kingdom.
Showing others how it's done.
Yes.
Other
ZARI,
young ladies
please,
looking
if
at
that
her
is
like,
you, baby girl,
Wow.
if you're recruiting people, I'm here, oh. I'm here, girl. I want some of that wealth, though. If that is Marine Commander or Marine Salvation, Marine whatever, I want some of that wealth myself, girl. Like, the things I heard, Ruto is making things even worse in Kenya. If I can find myself half of the things, that not even half, even a quarter of the things that ZARI have, I want some of that too. I want it. Well, as long as I don't have to kill anybody. But if it's just looking good on Instagram, then I want it. But anyway, what I was saying is, just play. What I was saying is, I feel like they were cloud chasing. Because the lady seems like she was being led into talking about a certain person, because at first she insinuated that the lady is in Real Housewives of South Africa, when ZARI is not even on that. ZARI was in Young, Rich and Famous, and you can see the husband, saying Young, Rich and Famous. Her name is ZARI's boss lady. Her name is this. Her name is this, and she said that. Well, let me tell you something. This lady lost me. Let me give you a little bit of a backstory. Yes, I've watched her. Not only this time round. You guys might say, now you're starting to watch people that hate ZARI. No. I watched this lady when she was talking about there is a certain very successful Ugandan artist who passed away in a most violent manner. We saw it going around social media. His name was Radio. She alleged that Radio saw it coming, and Radio also saw his death coming, and they had a conversation with Radio where Radio told her that you are lucky, you will die older, while my days are numbered, like I'm almost going. She has talked about Chameleon. She has talked about so many people, and I've seen so many celebrities from Uganda coming to call her out, saying stop using people for clout, stop doing this. Sometimes I want to believe what she's saying, because some of the things she's saying is true, but sometimes I feel like the things she's saying is just imaginary. Like, she should be a very good movie script. Like, she can write some very dope ass movie, because her imagination is just wild, y'all. Her imagination is wild, and for her to come up with something like this and say that, ZARI got it from this and got it from that, and it's funny. It's the same internet, y'all. It's the same internet that came out and said that ZARI's husband was into witchcraft and was into Illuminati. And they were in the same WhatsApp group with that Ginimbi or something like that. Okay? It's the same people. Now all of a sudden, they're saying that ZARI's husband is this clean man who had his star, and ZARI came and snatched that star away from him and killed him. Like, pick a side, which is which. And my thing is, people should stop, yo. I understand it's internet, everybody cloud chasing. If them bigger content creators are cloud chasing, what is there left for small content creators? But you guys must understand that these people have lives. Bamboo, you have a bigger platform, sir. You have a bigger platform. You are known in Kenya like wild. And you allow your wife to go on public and say something like that. It's wrong. Honestly, it's wrong. I feel like they should have just played around and just speak about someone randomly, but not like insinuate, like paint a picture of making ZARI look like she's out here doing Illuminati. Is it Illuminati or inheriting them? Like, which is which? You guys need to choose now. And I think that's why Team ZARI was upset when they were saying that men of God now are cloud chasing. I understand now. Because if that is what was going around, myself, you guys like to say, Driz, you don't like ZARI. But me seeing that, I feel like they're picking on Miss Mamas. ZARI, baby girl, you need to start suing people. You need to start suing people, ZARI. Left, right, and center until people know what time it is. because this is not fair at all. Most especially when it comes to people that have bigger platforms. Their message is out there wild. You know, all little small content creators like Drizzy Radio like this. If I say something, nobody go believe it, oh. Even if they do, it's going to be a small fraction. But somebody is as big as a Bamboo. If he says something, oh, it's going to be big and people are going to believe him because he is a bigger celebrity. He has been here for a minute. That is where I'm coming from, yo. That is where I'm coming from. And people need to put some respect on other people's names. I'm just saying. Mpoki was out here trying to make it seems like Amisa Mobeto's son belonged to Bill Nasi. Amisa sued his ass. And since then, he has never said anything regards to that matter. Okay? And I feel like ZARI should make an example of Bamboo. Point blank period. That's just my opinion. She should make an example with Bamboo because this is wrong. She has that money. Yes, she can sue. Keep it classy, stay messy. Let's chop it on the comment section. And as always, I love you to the moon and back. Adios.